This is the Talk Shop. I'm Merrick Henderson with Chris Downs from Range Community Insurance. Guess what, everybody? It's the second final Wednesday of the second month of 2025. That's right, February is coming to a close. And Chris, welcome to the Talk Shop, Studio 255 in the Laramie Plains Civic Center, home to Insurance Insights each month. On the last Wednesday, opportunity for you to ask your questions. The phone number 307-760-3642. That's one phone number. The one I should have given you was 307-460-3087. That number to the Talk Shop studio line. And pet insurance, our topic today. Chris, what should people think about when it comes to this topic?
Yeah, for sure. So thanks for having us, Eric. It's always a pleasure to be here. Appreciate the time here. So as far as pet insurance goes, big reason to think about that. I've got a couple of dogs, and it always seems like when my dogs really kind of need some, attention from the vet, it's equally
What's
the
my
chances
deductible?
are equal. Exactly, the chances are equal that it's going to be a scheduled visit or it's going to be Friday evening. Something starts happening with one of my dogs, and I'm
Over the
looking
weekend,
at
this
an
happened.
emergency vet bill.
Right.
Hundreds of dollars, things like that. And so those are the times when it's important to think about the pet insurance. They're in the grand scheme of things, very, very affordable and can really mitigate those costs when you do have instances such as that, where you have a large unexpected vet bill, and it could be a bad time of year for you. Maybe it's right around the holidays, where everybody's a little bit tight, things like that. So the pet insurance can really come in handy.
What's the parameters of and for pet insurance?
Sure. So, right now, dogs and cats, we don't have any carriers that will cover any animals, beyond that. So, I know people that have things
Equine, not a.
you can, we have coverage for equine death along with some homeowners and farm owners property. So, if your horse unfortunately doesn't make it through the night, something like that, you've got some reimbursement there. Through those homeowners policies there on the equine death.
But
that's as far as we go.
Pet insurance primarily, you find dog or cat.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And the carriers that we have access to, that's all that they will cover. And most of those will start that coverage at 8 weeks old. All the way up through the senior years and the end of your pet's time here on Earth before they cross over that rainbow bridge.
When somebody is looking for more insights, perhaps in greater depth than we do on Insurance Insights, this program once a month, they can find you at 225 East Garfield Street in historic downtown Laramie. That's the location for Range Community Insurance. Range Community Insurance, not a stranger to what's going on in Laramie. Activities, you guys have been involved with a good number of events, and most recently, I think Laramie Winterfest in historic downtown Laramie just passed, and that was mid-February, mid-month in February. Jerica here last month talking about Insurance Insights as a program we planned through December together, and you're here with pet insurance. What kind of deductibles are available with pet insurance?
Yeah, so you've got some options there as far as that goes. The deductibles are annual.
Oh, okay.
So once you hit that threshold for the year, then you get your reimbursement. And so these pet insurance programs work on a reimbursement. You'll have your percentage of reimbursement. You can typically it's 80, 90, or 100%. Where they will reimburse you, for those services there. And there's a couple of different, levels of insurance when it comes to pet insurance. You've got wellness, which is kind of like your regular checkups, things like dental cleanings, shots, things like that, kind of need to be taken care of on a regular basis. And then there's also accident coverage, and this is, something happens, your dog, maybe is hit by a car, is a common one, something like that, or has an accident, breaks a bone, something like that. You also have that level of coverage for the accident there.
When you think about your pet, many people consider them like family. And family, you insure your family often, and this is no different to that, is it?
No, not at all. I've got two dogs, and they are definitely part of the family. My wife being pregnant right now, she's very pregnant, and our
Congratulations.
Our dog, thanks, Eric, I appreciate it. Our dog, is every time my wife sits down, the dog is right there, head on her belly. He knows, and that really, I already love this pet, and then when I see him, taking care of my growing family and caring after it, it's like, wow, you're incredible. You are 100% a part of the family. So,
Right.
having
I know.
that coverage
I
is
know.
important.
Even stopping by Range Community Insurance, there's a greeter,
Yeah.
black curly-haired greeter,
Yeah.
that loves for you to pet and throw.
Oh, yeah.
Toy.
Yeah,
Throw toy.
Nix is the office dog. She's wonderful. She's a Bernedoodle, a Bernese Mountain Dog Poodle mix, and yeah, she's just wonderful. It's nice, especially on a stressful day to just take a couple of minutes and play with a dog. Pet a dog and reduce some of that stress and let your cares go free a little bit.
Range Community Insurance, looking after the Laramie community, and not just in pet insurance, but what other lines are handled through Range Community Insurance?
Yeah, we touch on everything. We can, a lot of commercial insurance, a lot of personal lines, home and auto being those predominant personal lines. But we also offer things like renter's insurance. We can write health and life insurance. We are a Farmers Union Service Association agency, and so we have a great farm and ranch product as well. So we can really kind of cover the gamut to cover, everything here in Laramie. And one of our pillars of our agency is community, so much that we put it in the name of the agency there. And so we really want to make sure that we are able to, look after the entire community when it comes to insurance there.
As you prepared for this Insurance Insights segment on pet insurance, was there anything that we didn't cover that you were prepared to cover, that maybe they're frequently asked questions that individual applicants might have for this type of insurance that we should cover before we close this segment of Insurance Insights?
I think we covered it, for the most part. One thing that is nice with pet insurance, there's always that option. You can bundle in some different things, some of those personal lines, like your home, your auto, your renters, things like that, and get a discount, across both of those policies, get a little discount on each one of them and save some money for something that maybe you're already paying for.
Increase your volume and experience some savings.
Exactly.
Range Community Insurance with Chris Downs today, Insurance Insights on the Talk Shop. We appreciate you listening, and we thank Range Community Insurance for this sponsored partnership. We appreciate their support of 93.5 FM and the Talk Shop. Chris, thank you.
Thanks, Eric.